Live from the O'Brien Services Stadium Studios, this is the fifth quarter.
Welcome into another edition of the fifth quarter. I'm Tanner Barth, joined by my main man, Joe Catanacci, as we get ready for another jam-packed night of high school football. And Joe, a lot of interesting matchups tonight with the playoffs now just 2 weeks away.
Yeah, we are heading down the stretch of the Mid-Eastern Conference schedule, the regular season schedule across southeastern North Carolina within the Cape Fear region. A bunch of big games tonight. The West Brunswick stingy defense matching up against Topsail. You've got Hoggard, North Brunswick, both dealt with their fair share of injuries earlier on this season. What was going to give tonight? New Hanover ranked in the top 10 in the Associated Press poll this week. Among some other big matchups, South Brunswick looking for a big upset in Bucktown on homecoming night in Laney.
Not for the chit-chat, Joe. Let's give the people what they want. We jump into the highlights with our fifth quarter game of the week. Hoggard hosting North Brunswick. Let's go out to Viketown. Tonight, the North Brunswick Scorpions take on the Hoggard Vikings homecoming night. And what about a start for the Scorpions? Quick start on the first play after the kickoff. Levi Lindbergh completes the pass to Deshaun Johnson. Wide open, he would go 80 yards for the score. The Scorpions get the extra point. It's 7-0.
A team that has some high explosive offense. They're able to silence the Hoggard crowd early, but later on, Hoggard answers. Gabe Johnson completes the pass right over the middle to Tyler McCarthy, wide open. Easy pitch and catch, and cuts the Scorpions lead to 1.
As they would fell on the extra point. Then into second quarter. We know it's kind of a quarterback carousel right now with Hoggard, but Gabe Johnson with the fake out takes it himself. The big quarterback in for the touchdown. Hoggard would take the lead, and the Vikings, Joe, from that point on would never look back.
Yeah, their offense rolling tonight against the Scorpions to the third quarter. Quick pitch outside, and just watch Jack Thomas go to work all the way for the 30-yard touchdown. And the Vikes rolling tonight.
North Brunswick found the end zone, but it was a little too late. And the Vikings, as you said, they're rolling 35-10 the final.
Yeah, just really pleased with responding. You know, anytime a team scores on you that fast, you know, it can really, you know, kind of have the shock and awe factor. And I thought our offense responding with a first drive touchdown was a big time, just showing some growth in this team. You know, 2 straight weeks of scoring early and getting the offense rolling.
You heard there from Coach, a big-time win for Hoggard, and then they can use that going forward because they have a couple of really tough games left and, you know, make their case for the playoffs. Joe, what's your biggest takeaway you saw from this game here tonight and the win for Craig Underwood's team?
Well, as we mentioned, both teams were kind of dealing with their fair share of injuries early on this season. We knew Hoggard had to make some adjustments going into the year, given the fact that they had some coaching changes, some injuries, as we just mentioned, getting healthy at the right time, starting to click at the right time. Can they turn this into some momentum moving into the back end of the year?
We shall see. Let's keep the ship sailing and head down Carolina Beach Road. New Hanover hosting the Ashley Screaming Eagles. It's also homecoming night as New Hanover trying to stay undefeated in conference play. Ashley trying to get that first win in the column tonight, and it was a fast start for the Wildcats. Chase Nixon avoids the pressure, rolls to his right, fires across his body. He's got a man. It's Jaheim Marshall walking into the end zone. Go ahead and take a bow, young man. 6-0 New Hanover.
JoJo Marshall feeling himself right there. When New Hanover isn't passing, they can flat out run the football. Raj Chandler, beautiful jump cut into the open space. No one's going to catch the junior to the house for number 32.
And he's into the end zone. And we all know that Makai Stanley transferred to New Hanover from Ashley to begin this year, and it looks like he's trying to make a statement right here. Splits 2 defenders with the stiff arm there, then whoop, jumps inside. He would go in for the score, tightrope to the sidelines, and this one got out of hand.
New Hanover wins it 54-0. They are ranked this week number 9 in the state in the latest Associated Press poll among the 3A classification schools.
And let's go from Legion Stadium out to Laney High School. The Buccaneers hosting South Brunswick. The Cougars led 7-0 at the half, but Laney starts the third on the ground. Go ahead and check out this one. It's Eli Rivera, the sophomore, truck stick like you're playing Madden. But the Bucks would be forced to punt. Still a great play there.
Yeah, Laney's been struggling offensively pretty much all season with the ball to start the fourth quarter. It's South Brunswick. They go to the air. Roman Dilger dropping a dime right in the hands of Miguel Miller on the run for the touchdown. 14-zip Cougars in the fourth.
Then it's Laney trying to get something going offensively. Next possession, but Jordan Cole has his pass picked off by Mason Howlett. Took it right out of the wide receiver's hands for the interception, setting up South with great field position, and then you got to punch it in.
Yeah, Denny Parker takes it in for the score. dealing with some arm tackles there. What a big win for South Brunswick on the road. They beat Laney and shut out the Bucks 28-0.
Big time win, and let's go to our next game. Thanks to our friends at ATMC for this one. Big one on the 3A side of the MEC. West Brunswick hosting Topsail. The Trojans would be on the march from the get-go. Jay Fletcher rolls out to the right, finds Austin Simmons along the sideline. He picks up some good down-the-field blocks, 29 yards, big pickup there.
And then West goes to the ground game. It's DeAndre Clarida straight ahead, and he's in for the touchdown, and the Trojans take the early lead. We know this West Brunswick defense is good. Their offense gets going early. How about this?
How good, man, like a train hitting a car sitting on the tracks out of nowhere. William McCraney delivers the big blow, and tonight it was all about the Trojans on their home field. Jay Fletcher into the flash to Johnny Magby. Foot race, goodbye, the rest is history. Junior takes it all the way in for the score, and the West Brunswick Trojans remain undefeated, beating Topsail 33-7. And those games set up for next Friday night. It's undefeated West Brunswick coming across the bridge. They'll tangle with the New Hanover Wildcats, still undefeated in conference play. And got a little goosebumps talking about that one.
As you said, a defense for West Brunswick that has allowed, just 2-3 touchdowns all season. An explosive offense for New Hanover. They put up 54 points today. Something's going to have to give next week as West Brunswick takes on the Wildcats. It's going to be a great one to decide Mid-Eastern Conference supremacy.
Yeah, basically it will decide it, and I'm pumped after those set of games and can't wait for next Friday night. Well, we are through our first set of games tonight on the 5th quarter, but we still have so much more coming your way as promised. Don't go anywhere. Non-stop highlights are next.